Bulbasaur is one of the most beloved Pokemon, known for its loyalty and cute but tough personality. I want to talk about this classic Kanto starter. Bulbasaur is a unique Pokemon and has a fascinating mix of plant and animal features. Bulbasaur is known as the seed Pokemon, with a biology that blends aspects of amphibians, reptiles, and plants. Is Bulbasaur an amphibian-reptile mix? Bulbasaur certainly has a frog or toad-like body resembling horned frogs or salamanders. Bulbasaur is also similar to small lizards or tortoises, given their reptilian skin and quadrupedal stance. The inspiration for the plant bulb is the flower Rafflesia, which is large and actually parasitic. The flower smells like rotting meat. Bulbasaur's plant bulb also shares traits with the Titanarum, a real plant that rarely blooms and releases a strong smell. Here are the basic Bulbasaur facts. Bulbasaur is National Dex number 1, the very first Pokemon in the Pokedex. Bulbasaur is Grass and Poison type. Bulbasaur's abilities include Overgrow, which boosts Grass-type moves when HP is low. Bulbasaur has a hidden ability, Chlorophyll, doubles speed in sunny weather. Bulbasaur's height is 0.7 meters and his weight is 15.2 pounds. The body structure of Bulbasaur is quadrupedal, which means Bulbasaur walks on four legs. Bulbasaur has a round, slightly toad-like body with short legs and three toes on each foot. Bulbasaur has large red eyes with no visible pupils. This is a common characteristic of nocturnal creatures. The large plant bulb on Bulbasaur's back plays a critical role in Bulbasaur's biology. Bulbasaur has smooth and bluish-green skin. There are also darker green spots present. Bulbasaur's skin appears to be dry, thus it does not rely on moisture like other true amphibians, for example, frogs and salamanders. There are no fur or scales on Bulbasaur, suggesting a reptilian or amphibian ancestry. Bulbasaur's evolution is into Ivysaur at level 16, and then into Venusaur at level 32. Bulbasaur is the only dual-type starter in Generation 1. Bulbasaur is grass poison, while Charmander is fire type and Squirtle is water type. That being said, Bulbasaur is a great choice for beginners, as its grass poison typing makes it strong against the first two Kanto gyms, rock and water. Bulbasaur is a mix of a frog and a plant. The design of Bulbasaur was inspired by frogs or toads with a bulb that resembles an onion or flower. The bulb is actually a plant organism. It is growing symbiotically with Bulbasaur. The plant bulb provides energy to Bulbasaur through sunlight, and Bulbasaur provides the bulb with protection and mobility. Bulbasaur's body and plant bulb work together like a real mutualistic or symbiotic relationship. Bulbasaur, in a process actually similar to real-life photosynthesis, will absorb sunlight through this bulb to convert into energy. Bulbasaur may rely on stored solar energy and may not eat for extensive periods of time. The bulb also gradually grows and blooms when Bulbasaur evolves into Ivysaur. When fully evolved into Venusaur, the bulb becomes a fully bloomed giant flower, likely having the purpose of spreading seeds or pollination. The bulb also provides storage of nutrients and energy for powerful grass-type moves. Solar beam. Sunlight is absorbed by the bulb on Bulbasaur's back and it is shot as a devastating blast. Leech seed. Small seeds are generated by the bulb, sapping energy from foes. Vine whip. The vines are not explicitly visible on Bulbasaur's body since they extend from the base of the bulb for this attack. Bulbasaur's habitat is typically seen to be forests, grassy fields, and or wetlands. In the wild, Bulbasaur are often seen in groups, even sometimes near other Ivysaur and Venusaur. They have a strong sense of community as evidenced in Bulbasaur's mysterious garden, where a large gathering of Bulbasaur as well as Ivysaur gather for an evolution ritual. Bulbasaur have large red eyes. This is a feature common in nocturnal creatures. Yet Bulbasaur depends on sunlight for energy, thus may be active in both day and night, however with a preference for the night. The evolution line of Bulbasaur follows a plant's life cycle. 1. Seedling, using photosynthesis to sustain life, Bulbasaur. 2. Growing plant, the bulb grows larger, plant in mid-growth, Ivysaur. 3. Full-bloomed flower, capable of spreading seeds and pollen, Venusaur. Bulbasaur is likely herbivorous, eating plants and berries. Bulbasaur does not need to eat as often as other Pokemon. However, on account of the solar power that the bulb on his back provides, Bulbasaur's poison type classification also may suggest that traces of poison are stored in the bulb as a defense against predators. Camouflage is a natural defense that Bulbasaur makes use of. It may easily blend into grasslands on account of its green, spotted skin. Other natural defenses include Bulbasaur's poison type properties. Bulbasaur could produce mild toxin to deter predators. As Bulbasaur evolves, it may also release poisonous pollen from its bulb. Bulbasaur is a small and slow Pokemon. This could make it vulnerable to larger predators. Bulbasaur is the first Pokemon listed in the National Pokedex, though Rhydon was actually the very first designed by Game Freak. Bulbasaur is also able to go long durations without eating, as the bulb on its back actually stores nutrients. This allows Bulbasaur to survive for long periods of time without food by absorbing energy through sunlight via photosynthesis. In the anime, Ash's Bulbasaur refuses to evolve. This Bulbasaur wanted to stay in its original form. Ash's Bulbasaur resisted the call to evolve into an Ivysaur. Bulbasaur was not just a starter Pokemon in Red, Blue, and Yellow, but was also available in Pokemon Green, a Japan-only version of Pokemon Blue. The two Generation 3 remakes of Fire Red and Leaf Green also feature Bulbasaur. In Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Bulbasaur can be obtained early in the game. Bulbasaur has also made appearances in other games, such as Smash Bros. Brawl, where Bulbasaur is not a fighter, but his evolution Ivysaur is as a component of Pokemon Trainer's team. Pokemon Snap, where Bulbasaur can be found lounging by the rivers and jungles, and in Pokemon Go, where its shiny form has a yellow-green tint. There are also some famous Bulbasaur from the anime and manga, namely those of Ash and May. Ash's Bulbasaur is one of Ash's most loyal and dependable Pokemon. Ash's Bulbasaur refused to evolve, yet remained a strong fighter. Ash's Bulbasaur has helped Ash in many a gym battle, league, and special episodes. May's Bulbasaur now was female, caught in Pokemon Advance, and May's Bulbasaur later evolved all the way to a Venusaur in the Diamond and Pearl series. There was also Red's Bulbasaur from the Pokemon Adventures manga. Red's Bulbasaur later evolves into a Venusaur named Soar. Bulbasaur has also appeared in several Pokemon movies. In Pokemon the first movie, Ash's Bulbasaur fights a clone Bulbasaur. The clone was created by Mewtwo. In Pokemon The Power of One, Bulbasaur helps save the world from the rampage of the legendary birds. Thirdly, in Pokemon I Choose You, Bulbasaur appears as Still in early Pokemon of Ash, albeit in an alternate timeline story. The name origins of Bulbasaur are bulb, meaning plant bulb, and saur, Greek for lizard or reptile. The Japanese name, Fushigidane, is a combination of Fushihi, or mystery, with Tane, or seed. Indeed, the symbiotic relationship of Pokemon to plant bulb is unique in all of Pokemon design, making Bulbasaur the perfect blend or combination of animal and plant biology. Bulbasaur is a Pokemon that grows with the sunlight. Just like a real plant,